Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. We're going to do a little bit different today. Normally, this would be the time that we're reading for the weekend, and we will read for the weekend, May 28th, 29th, and 30th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but then we will continue the reading for the rest of Gemini season for your sign. Okay? Okay. Now, I've used all my decks. Now, I have used and these are the Radley Valentine decks. I'll pull 3 from my Angel Tarot cards. I'll pull 1, and then I come back and pull 3 from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will pull 1 from my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. Those were all Radley Valentine decks. Now, I will pull 3 from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. This is a little bit more for clarification. My Osha Zen Tarot cards for any words of advice. I do pull 1 from my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot, and of course I finish with pulling 1 from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, these are general readings. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to my higher power, and, whatever comes through, comes through. Try not to do too much of my own interpretation. Now, a couple of things is, again, thank you so much for your well wishes. I've really not been on the computer. I know that for that little bit, I did put out a video a couple of days ago, but, I haven't been, I've been on my phone and I've been reading your comments. Thank you so much for your well wishes. I'm still recuperating. I would say I'm about 93.5%. Okay? So if you hear me sniffling a little bit, or if you hear me, I do apologize, but I'm almost there. So thank you again for all your well wishes. I do really want to encourage people to go back and look at the Gemini overview, because there is a lot of stuff going on now that that's really talked about. And as the days are going by, I'm telling my husband, well, that's because of Saturn. That's because of, all of these retrogrades. That's because of this. So there's a lot of things going on in the world that I can almost, I can kind of go back and say, wow, things are happening. We do have the full moon. We do have these retrogrades. We have Venus and Mercury out of bounds. There's the Palladians. There's ascensions and transitions. So much is happening. So please take a look at that. Okay? Okay. And I do refer, because I've done the readings already, I do refer back to that in some of my language. So let's get started on our readings. And thank you so much for all your support. I love you all. Bye-bye. Hello, my Libras, and welcome to Gemini season. Now, let's start with the weekend reading, and then we're going to, like I said, we're going to continue through the month of, or I should say through Gemini season, air season, so that will work for you. I see a lot of thoughts swirling around in your head. I feel like there's going to be a lot of activation of your spirit right now. There's going to be a lot of motivation also. And, again, too, remember what I said. I know, karma, karma, karma. But the thing, and, and this for you, my Libras, everyone always comes back into your life. And I'm sorry. I do feel there might be some people that have moved on coming back into your life, too. Because that's what Mercury retrograde does for you. Anyway. All 3 are reversed. Let's see how the weekend's going to look for you. First card is Queen of Earth. Now, Queen's underlying energy, water. Earth energy is our Taurus, our Capricorn, and it is our Virgo energy. Very solid. There's a lot of home energy here. There's a lot of, making sure that everything is in its place, making sure that people are welcomed. Now, I do feel that there's a lot of ideas circling around you too. So there could be a lot of remodeling happening or starting. Mercury retrograde is not the best time to start on electronic remodeling. So I would watch a little bit about that too, because that kind of, you might have some computer problems, or they're just, if you're rewiring your house, or you may find that you have to rewire your house because it's Mercury retrograde. But I feel like there's a lot of energy being put into your home. Now, that could be that you're also purchasing a home. It could be that you're moving into a new home. It could be that you're having family gather into your home also. But I do feel a lot of focus and a lot of work entering into the home energy. Now, it could also be because earth energy is also about your job, your career, or how you make your money. So you can take that and you can kind of like, maybe your home is your work. Maybe you work out of your home. Many people still are doing that. So the thing about the Queen of Earth, I do feel like there could be a jump in price. Okay. Now, is that a jump in price of the home you're purchasing? Is that a jump in price in the, and these are examples that I'm using. Is that a jump in price in the house that you're selling? Yes, yes, yes. It could be that you are also, you may have to put a little bit more money into your office, into your home space too. Okay. I just feel very home energy this weekend, more so than normal. But again, this is like getting ready. Now, I do not recommend per se signing contracts with Mercury retrograde, except that Mercury retrograde does bring a lot of universal karma, and we are totally surrounded by karma for this season, for Gemini season. So, even though it's not necessarily traditional to, sign contracts and things like that, it may be, though, that this is the karmic balance. This is the karmic payoff that you are receiving. Anyway, I know. So that was the Queen of Earth. Anyway, thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Next card, the 10 of Fire. Now, 10s are transitional, 10s move, okay? 10s are moving you forward. Now, Fire is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Passionate, burning, very determined. This is busy, 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 busy. So there's going to me, there's going to be a lot of busy work, a lot of busy stuff. You might need to have about 28 hours in your 24-hour day, and you might not even be able to sleep. So there's a lot of busy energy. You need to delegate a little bit better. You need to say no a little bit more. Okay. This is, the thing is, I know my Libras. It's kind of like, yeah, but by the time I explain it to them, and they're going to get it wrong anyway, I just might as well do it myself. Well, the thing is, it's going to stretch you. It's going to stretch you. And the thing is, what do they learn? They learn that you'll do it. You'll do it. So if that's the lesson you want them to learn, then continue doing that. But the other thing is, and I had to do this myself, with family. Okay, I asked you to do this. You did this. I'm like, oh, you didn't do this right at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, I will live with these results. And the nice thing about it is they have to live with the results too. So busy, 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 busy. I would learn. One of the lessons that I would say for this weekend for you, my Libras, if you want to work on them, is establish some boundaries and know when, know when to delegate and know when to say no. Okay? Okay. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. So watch your tummy a little bit too. And watch out that you don't, kind of when you're stretched a lot, you wind up getting colds. Okay? Next card, again reversed, the Sun. Oh, I love this one. So we have a 1 and a 9, or a 10 and a 9. So we talked about 10s and 1s, new beginnings. 9, let's wrap it up. Let's complete it. Let's get things done. This is Archangel Uriel. Uriel has a lot of smarts, okay? Uriel sees beyond. Uriel sees underneath. Uriel sees to the heart of things. But the Sun has a lot of also Leo energy. So there could be somebody that brings that energy to you. But the Sun is about, it tells you that things work out. The Sun says, all this worry, all this stress, all this, it will, things will happen the way they need to happen. The Sun is about happy outcome. Okay. So this is how you're starting from the weekend. And now let's, and this will carry you through Gemini season. Okay. So again, too, all of this karmic energy, if you've been putting out good karma, or if you've been putting out good vibrations, if you've been doing a lot of forgiveness and not holding on to negative energies, this is kind of saying to me, this is going to be the start of good energy coming back to you. Anyway, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas. And I told you I saw ideas swirling around your head that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. Again, boundaries. Know when to say no. Anyway, let's go on here. We'll just pull one. Here we go. And we'll see what we have. This one is again reversed. The star. Oh, I love that. The star. So we have a 10 energy again, or a 1 energy. We have a 7 energy. Divine umbrella, a perfect number. This is Archangel Jophiel. I believe Jophiel's very much with creativity. The star, make a wish. Put your intentions out there. Expect to have them come back. Okay? This is dreams come true. Again, too, it does talk about believe in yourself, but it also talks about the end of a difficult situation. So again, I really encourage people to go back to that Gemini overview, because there's a lot to unpack in there, and I know I'm going to be using that word a lot, but it just, as we're going through, I look back and think, oh my gosh, things are happening. So, so the difficult situation, again, there is a light at the end of this tunnel. There is, what do they say? It's always darkest before the dawn, okay? But you need to have this faith. This has a lot of, very creator type of energy, the source, divine energy, whatever, guardian angel energy, whatever you want to say, okay? Whoever that is to you. Now, let's go to my John Holland and see. Oh, okay. And that card already flipped out. Here we go. So to me, that means it wants to stay here. Now let's see what we have. And this is kind of taking this as our jump off point and going forward. Here we go. And I'm sorry if I sniffle. I still have a little bit of cold. I am doing better, but let's see what we have here. Okay. I don't know which one's reversed. Let's see. Okay. We have a 7. Now, 7, there may be a theme here, but again, 7 has that divine umbrella. So Gemini, if you have any Gemini in your sign, I would suggest you watch that one also. Gemini was loaded with the 7s, loaded up with the 7s. Triumph. Triumph goes to this, end of the difficult situation. Things are resolving. Things are evolving. Things are moving forward. Okay? Now, your next card. Authority. So now we have a 4. 4 has authority. 4 has very much stability. There is a little bit of a conflict with my Libras with authority per se. So I don't necessarily know if this means that, you're going to have to watch out for some of this authority. I do feel that, again, maybe there's now 4s also have stability, organization, also authority. I just kind of feel a little bit of a conflict here as we pull up the authority. So you may not necessarily agree with some of the whatever this is, okay? But at the same time, there is some organization, there is some stability that comes with the end of Gemini season. Okay, let's go on our next card. Here we go. Firm foundation. Again, we have another 4. So there again, that is basically, things are settling, things are being created so that you can build off of that. Okay, so there is some interesting energies with this, the authority, but I do feel a little conflict with authorities, and people don't necessarily know this, but my Libras, you do have a little bit of a rebellious tendency. Okay, so it may be, but you know what? We need that. We need, in the mix. That's why you're so important. We need that so that you can create, help to create that balance. Okay, so things, so we have the, brilliant new ideas leads to success, have confidence in yourself, end of a difficult situation. We have triumph, we have authority, we have firm foundation. I do get, again, while things are settling in, you may not necessarily like how they settle in, okay? You may want to do a little bit of pushing back on those boundaries. Or people, remember I told you to set some boundaries. people may try to push back on your boundaries. So, but you know what? You're used to that. You're aware of that. That's not new to you. Okay? Now the thing is, what are you going to do? Okay? How are you going to react to that? Now the one thing is when my Libras, when when push comes to shove, many times over you're kind of like enough is enough and I'm just going to clear the plate. Or place, to clear the table off. So, you may want to watch because that authority keeps popping at me a little bit for you. You'll have to let me know. Here we go. And Osha Zen Tarot for words of advice. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Here we are. Okay. Isolation. Isolation. Now, interesting. We have a 3. 3 is very strong energy. Okay. Now, the thing about this, okay, strong energy, it's also Trinity, it has a divine energy to it also. So, but, isolation, it's kind of, there's a coldness to this. Now, is this telling you to beware of that coldness? Is this telling you that maybe you need to suck it up a little bit more and kind of stand firm at the same time? I'm kind of getting with the isolation a double meaning, sometimes it hurts. It hurts to say no. It hurts to put those boundaries out there. Or does it hurt not to have those boundaries? Does it hurt? Do you feel that, that you're giving too much when you need, so there could be some really introverted type of assessments happening for you. Again, I do see all these ideas. This is going to be in Gemini season for you. This is going to be a lot there's going to be a lot of reevaluation of what's going on in your life. The thoughts are just swirling here. Next card. Change. We have a 10. Again, 10's transition. The only 10 we had was up here. Of course, we had, the 17 and the 19 had a 10 in it too. Change, what is change? Change, is this something to be worried about? Is something to be afraid of? I do get that there is major change here. Again, just in Gemini season is going to have that change here. Now, is it one of these things that change makes you kind of want to run away from it? So, a lot of people, we're all very tired of changes. In many ways, we've had a lot of changes where things didn't change, but yet they did change, and yet they didn't change. So this is, again, another time where change is coming. How are you going to handle that? My Libras, again, I do feel that authority keeps popping at me. It pops at me. And again, I don't know. I feel like there's, again, this resistance with this authority. Here we go. Next card. Moment to moment. Okay. So basically, the change is kind of like, this is kind of like living moment to moment. It's kind of like, certain areas that I've lived, it said, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. It's going to change. So you just had to deal. You just have to deal. Now, the thing about that, my Libras, is you do want a little bit of that stability. You do want a little bit of those firm foundations. Okay? So, with changes, what's going on in Gemini this season, all of this stuff, there is going to be some weird changes going on again and again and again. Maybe a little bit too much. Maybe you need to step back. Maybe you need to take yourself out. There's a lot of mental health healing by doing that. Okay? Okay. Let's go on back to this card. These cards, my Archangel Power Tarot cards. You've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Again, I keep thinking of those ideas. Maybe you're just maybe you're in your mind too much. Maybe this is going to be a time for you to create something wonderful with your new ideas. Here we go. Again, reversed. 6 of Raphael. 6, number of man. It's what we create. Raphael is water energy, so that is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Fluid, emotional. There is a lot of nostalgia here, and maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need to look back in order for you to go forward. There's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of looking at life kind of through rose-colored glasses. But there's also, again, sometimes you have to go back in order for you to go forward. Here we are. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Well, like I said, anytime Mercury's retrograde, my Libras, people come in, people come back into your life. Here we go. Next card is the Five of Ariel. Now, five has change again, so this is another change energy. So we've got some change, because we had the change energy with this card up here. So five's change, but also five has divine grace to it also. Ariel is earth energy. Capricorns, Tauruses, and Virgos. A lot of times has to do with your home or with your money. There could be some changes in money situation. There could be, I'm kind of feeling like there could be a change if you have a partner or if you partner with someone. There could be a change in what they have themselves. Okay? But yet I do feel that there could be a change where that affects you. Now, change can be positive, it can be negative, but it always brings about a little bit of stress. Okay? So, but I do feel this does have some things to do with, there's also some security. There's also some, maybe something with the home. Though this Queen of Earth is kind of like making the home stable, making the home, I don't know, making the home your castle. Anyway, you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Remember, again, I know I harp on this, put out the positive. Believe that good things can happen, okay? Put out that positive. We're in total karmic type of energy right now. Put it out there. Your last card, the Ace of Ariel. So just when you're despairing, just when you're worried, all things start to happen. New things start to happen. And I believe that and I haven't gone back to this, but I believe that in the Gemini overview, we ended with the Ace of, I believe that was the Ace of Pentacles. So this is new money, new start, new beginning. Again, all those ideas you've been creating, you've been making, maybe things kind of stretch you a little bit. Maybe you need to step back in order to go forward. But now at the end of Gemini season, you're ready to go forward and you're ready to create. Okay. It's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, or support, a change in job or promotion. So a lot of the stuff that you go through, the ups and downs, there's going to be ups and downs. Because remember, you have the star, you have the sun, but there's some stressors here too. But you have the star and the sun. So all of that is good. It all, there's some ups, there's some downs. It's very expected in Gemini season with everything going on right now. There's, again, that authority. There's a little bit of an authority struggle. Shall we put it that way? I do feel like you'll get through it. You'll get through it. You might kind of go, but, you do get through it. But it all works its way through, especially towards the end as we get towards Cancer season. Okay, let's pull one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So this is the Seven of Swords, okay, reversed. This Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords always brings about sneaky snake, okay? That's that's like somebody always wants your stuff. Somebody wants to take your stuff. They're taking your swords, except they're leaving a couple. So they're not leaving you completely defenseless. You will have things to grow and things to move with. But they're kind of like, he, I'm taking your stuff. Yet the thing that we don't really see, it's daylight out. Someone's going to see this person. Someone's going to be able to basically bring this to justice. Okay? But again, you have a 7, again, divine energy. Now, let's go ahead and pull one. I love these cards, but they're a little wordy, but I do love them. They do give a wonderful summary. Let's go on. This one is also reversed. 10 of Action. Okay. That is the same as your 10 of Fire. You're working too hard. The angels are asking you to find a healthy balance between your career and your personal life. Be willing to ask for help from others in order to lighten your load so that you can take better care of yourself. Straining to make others happy can be harmful to your health. Okay? So maybe that's where that isolation, and I think I forgot with, I think I forgot with Gemini to pull one of these. Let's see what crystal or energy would be helpful for my Libras. So yeah, 10 of action is the same as 10 of fire. You're working too hard. Let's go on. This is reversed. Malachite. Oh, I love malachite. I do have that. Pain relief, transformation, vision, powerful protection. If you have malachite, you might want to carry that with you, wear it however it is. I bought this little one. It was like $37, and I already think that it's already gone up in price. So anyway, my Libras, please remember to press the button. Please like, share, subscribe. It does help. It really does, and I thank you. More importantly, my Libras, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.